Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Paula Ludwig. I am with the Atlantic Institute. We are a nonprofit that promotes positive dialogue between different cultures, religions, meeting your next door neighbor, making friends, and learning about other cultures and faiths. Um, with that being said, I'm going to show you a 2-minute short video about the Atlantic Institute that says it way better than I can. So let me go ahead and pull that up.
The Atlantic Institute is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting harmonious coexistence between peoples of various cultures, faiths, and backgrounds. We seek this goal through peaceful dialogue, education initiatives, and community organization. Our dialogue events bring together experts, community and faith leaders, and knowledge seekers to address social issues that affect us all. We feel dialogue is the most important element in peaceful coexistence, so we try and maintain several panel discussions, TED Talk events, and book clubs throughout the year. These events touch on social issues, race relations, and cultural understanding and are a mainstay of our programming. The Atlantic Institute's education events are extremely important to our mission of understanding. We want to promote socially forward critical thinking to students of all ages. To that end, we have developed programs that seek to grow the creative spirit of students and help them think about their communities and the world around them. Our Future Leaders of Dialogue event brings together nominated elite students to learn from each other as well as political and business leaders. Our art and essay contest gives students a theme about important societal issues and allows them to create wonderful works of art and writing while steering their minds towards improving their world. We are always seeking ways to educate youths and adults in order to make a peaceful world for all of us. Our community events are designed to transform neighbors into friends and groups of people into a community. By associating with other nonprofits or by our own initiative, we are always trying to discover new avenues to improve our neighborhoods, places of worship, and community centers. We host cooking demonstrations of food from other cultures, work with various nonprofits to help elevate the work of others, and try to find a way to make the lives of those who are disenfranchised or marginalized better. Building a more peaceful world starts in our backyards, so we are dedicated to improving our communities and associations. The Atlantic Institute is always seeking like-minded volunteers and collaborators. If you would like to learn more, find volunteer opportunities, or just want to chat with our staff, please visit our website at www.atlanticinstitutesc.org or follow us on Facebook. We will never run out of fun, educational, peaceful events, so come join us to help make this world a better place full of understanding and unity.
All right. With that being said, I am now going to turn our program over to our instructor for the day for our vision boards. Thank you, Daniela, for doing this for us. I very much appreciate it. So I am now going to spotlight her.
Hey y'all, it's Danielle Branch Brown. Um, I am so excited to be volunteering today. I'm very comfy, very cozy today. Very self-care oriented day today. And I did this on purpose, right? I came in my sweatshirt, right, and in my comfy vibe today because one of the things that I really like to um discuss, right, with any group that I am ever a part of is authenticity, right? Shattering the idea of perfectionism, right? And if I'm coming here to you to teach you about self care, right, and to teach you about a way to feel safe within yourself and with your dreams of your life, I want to do that as comfy and cozy and safe as I can possibly be too, right? So practicing what I'm preaching. So I'm Danielle Branch Brown, like I said, and I actually own a wellness practice here in Baltimore, Maryland. So yes, I'm going to be talking to you about how to do vision boards online, and we'll be talking through like physical vision boards. So we'll absolutely be jumping into some tutorials about how to do vision boards online. Okay. So I'm Danielle Branch Brown. I run a wellness practice in Baltimore, Maryland. So we serve the whole Maryland area and honestly beyond, because now everything is virtual, right? So anybody can jump on our stuff. So that's amazing, right? It gives more access to more people, to more things, right? A lot of what I do, we do writing workshops. I do a lot of these vision board workshops. So this is one that I do about quarterly, right? To hold us accountable, because y'all know, how many vision boards have you made and then sat there and you ain't never looked at it again? How many? I know I've been guilty of doing that, right? And so I started more of an accountability styled vision board group where we meet quarterly, right? And we refocus on our vision boards, right? We revise them, revamp them, right? Because we change, right? And so our vision boards must change as our vision changes, right? So anyhow, that's me in a nutshell. Um, y'all, once you get to know me, you'll know I don't like to talk at folk. I really like to have conversation with folk. So before we even jump into doing anything hands-on or learning anything about vision boards and things like that, I like to start us with taking a moment to just set our intention. All right. If I'm thinking about my vision, if I'm thinking about maybe we're doing like the new year, new me vibe, right? Or maybe you're like, my birthday just passed around, right? Or maybe there's some other big life event that happened, right? And I'm wanting to reset. I'm really wanting to refocus. I want you to think about words, three words that you would really like this vision board to be filled with, right? To represent, to be aligned with. All right. So 3 intentions, 3 words. Okay. And I'm just going to give us a couple of minutes. And it's okay if they don't come right off the top of your head. They might come throughout the time. But just to set your intention. What am I wanting? What am I wanting to call in? What am I wanting to purge or get rid of? What is my intention? All right. And once we start getting some of them laid out, can we start going, putting them in the chat? So if you want to share, right, go ahead and put some of your intentions in the chat. And a lot of times we'll find that there's some repeats, and a lot of times we'll be like, wait a minute, I didn't think of that. I think I want that to be my intention too. Like, this is a moment for us to really build a community around our intentions. Better health, peace, calm. Thank you, Karen. Better health, peace, and calm. Joy, gratitude, and opportunities. Thank you, Jocelyn. Joy, gratitude, and opportunities. All right, and we'll wait for one more. Just to get our intention set. We've got purpose, fruitful, fun. Thank you, Beatrice. Confidence, positivity, gratitude. Thank you, Marjorie. Very good. Mine's for the day. Oh, we have positivity, thankfulness, and focus. Thank you. Andrea or Andrea. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. Right. Mine's are healing, alignment, and boldness. Self-care. Yes. Very good. Okay. So as you wrap your brain, wrap your mind around your 3 intentions, right? I'm going to just have us take a few breaths. You don't even have to close your eyes. We're not going to do like a whole long fancy meditation today. Um, but if you're not going to close your eyes, just setting your gaze on a point and just noticing your breath, noticing your easy inhales and exhales, not to change them, just to recognize that they're there. Noticing whether you're breathing in through your nose or your mouth, whether your chest raises as you inhale or your belly raises, just paying attention. Again, not to judge it, not to change it, just to notice it and become tuned in, aware. Now finding some gratitude for the very fact that without thinking, without trying, without controlling or managing, you breathe. And the very existence of that breath in and out means that you live right now in this moment. Maybe finding a smile, maybe finding the corners of your mouth raising a little bit, right? Just for that realization. All right, just take in one more round of breath before we bring our minds back on the task at hand. And taking your time. And if your eyes were closed, fluttering them open to meet us back in this space. All right, but just noticing how your body feels, right? Noticing how your mind can clarify when you just take a moment to breathe. All right, so I like to do these things before we just jump into our vision board so we can have clarity. Okay, so there are 2 different ways that we can do our vision boards, right? Someone mentioned earlier how to do a vision board online. I'm going to share my screen so that I can show you. Can I get a show of hands? Who has interest in doing their vision board online so that I know how many folk come? All right, you can put either yes or confirmed or hand raise. Okay, we got Karen. All right. Very good. So let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to share my screen. Who has heard of Canva? Okay. So Canva, I'm going to put it in here so you have it. Canva is where I do my vision boards online. You can also just do a Microsoft Word document, which we'll look at as well. But I find it's really easy and it comes out really cute if you do it through Canva, right? So let me share. Is this working? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to show you some examples, right? Some templates that they have on Canva. So when you sign into Canva, they have a free version, so you don't have to pay for it if you just get the baseline version. All they do is they send you an email to confirm, just like any other, app out here now. And then you log in and then boom, you can go ahead and start your projects right away, right? So you would, this is one that I've done, but I'll just do a search and I'll show you all the different templates that they have on here, right? For different like styles and colors and you know what I mean? Like you literally can go from having it look like it would on paper, right? To having it a lot more structured, right? With specific pictures and things like that. So many different ways. You can also do one like this that has like specific sections where you have more writing involved, where you put like your goals and your dreams and things like that, right? Your inspirational quotes. I mean, so many different options. It's if you don't focus in, it can get a little bit overwhelming, I gotta say, right? If you don't know what you're really going for, right? So that's one thing that I really want you to think about today. What style am I going for, right? Am I thinking about more pictures? Am I thinking about finding quotes and putting them? Am I thinking about going with inspirational pictures that I find online? Right? Am I going to be doing some Google searches? Do I have like some family photos that I want to put right? So I really want you to think about the structure, the vibe that you would want to go for, right? Are you going for a more eclectic approach where you're wanting to do a mix of all of those things, right? So this is one way that you can do it. So let me go back to the one that I have. And this is just a minimalistic version, right? So with this one, you literally can insert any pictures that you have saved, right? You can use pictures that are yours that you've taken, right, and saved to your computer or your phone, or like I said, you could search online for some pictures that represent, your words and things like that, right? And then you literally can put gratitude, like you can type in calm, right? Like the words that you came up with today, you can place them. It's so clean and so simple and so easy. All right. So I know that we'll probably have some questions about Canva. Talk to me about what we're thinking about Canva, any questions that we have about using Canva. Chat. Oh no, it's very easy to use, Karen. Like it is extremely self-explanatory. Truly it is. Like you could see how quickly I literally just went, typed in vision board, and then boom, like I have so many to choose from here, right? So I click that, I I press customize this, and then boom, it takes me to that template, and then boom, I click wherever I want. If you've ever used anything like PowerPoint, or I don't know, any of those sorts of things, it's very similar um in terms of like the insert. So like this one has a mix of like you can put some quotes here where it says stop dreaming, start doing, right? Or if you like the quotes they already have on there, you can leave leave that in there like that, right? Now you can title your vision board. I love to title my vision boards, right? Because each year I actually have a title for that year for me. This year's title is preparation. That's what I feel in my spirit, y'all. Um, is it asking me to admin someone? I don't know if you still have access to let people in, but I think it was just asking me to let someone in.
Yes, I'm monitoring that.
Okay.
So you're
Okay,
good.
perfect.
You go on with the program. I'll do the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, perfect. Okay. So yes, Canva, hands down, I would say this is probably my favorite way. I'm not probably, this is my favorite way to do online vision boards. Okay. Um, so quick and easy to sign up. If you want to do that today, I would encourage you to because it takes 2 minutes to sign up for it. Okay. Um, oops. So I'm gonna stop sharing. All right. And then the other way to do a vision board online, like on a like on your computer, because on like Microsoft Word wouldn't technically be online, right? If you're just saving it to your computer, you would literally bring your document. I'm about to bring this up and share screen for us again. Oh, goodness. And this is not a good look for the online option, y'all, because sometimes the technical difficulties really come into play. So you got to think about that. All right, let me make sure that I didn't lose you. All right, here we go. Share screen, document, boom. Okay, so using Microsoft Word is also extremely easy. I'm gonna take and make this big, all right? So literally you can go in, I'm trying to, because I want to be able to move the stuff without you being able to have all the access. Okay, so I'm gonna copy paste. It should be self-explanatory, guys. This should be very easy and simple, right? But as you can probably tell, my favorite way to do vision boards is on paper in front of my face with my hands. But hopefully you guys get the point and the vibe of where I'm coming from with Microsoft Word. Any questions, any specific questions that you have about using Microsoft Word?
I don't think you can copy things out of Canva and just put it into
and
Word.
put it in. Okay, so
I think
maybe
you have
that's
to do insert off your computer kind of thing.
I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I use Canva, not a lot, but I'm pretty sure I tried taking stuff out of there, and you have to actually download any of your
This is
stuff.
true. Yeah. So I'll do it from the regular Google search, okay? And I'm gonna copy some images straight from there so you can see. There we go. Thanks. It was because I was doing it from Canva. I appreciate you. I'm like, why is this not copy and pasted? Right. So if my theme is gratitude, right? And I'm wanting to create a theme of gratitude, right? Then and I might reshape these. I might put one in the forefront and one in the background. I might shift them up like that and then put like you can also insert pictures through the top bar here. But if I wanted to put some word art, right? I could put thanks and like do a thank you letter to my younger self, right? Younger self. I love you. So sorry for all the things you had to heal through, right? Like you can literally create whatever you want, right? Is what I'm getting at here, right? Is that please do not allow what other vision boards look like to dictate what your vision board should look like. You want it to represent something that makes sense for you, okay? So I'm gonna stop share.
I hate when that happens when you go so far you flip it. It's
And
always
it flips backwards. Listen,
Yeah.
for the sake of time, I'm not gonna have us go through that whole process here today. I really just wanted to give you some options before we jumped into like what I want us to get into. Okay?
But I agree with you. Canva would be the better. And you're right, there's a free version. The only thing I would recommend is if you're using the free version, just be aware that some of their pictures and their images and they call it pro, where you have to pay for it. And so you won't be able to download it if you without paying. So they have a lot of stuff in there that you don't have to pay for, but just be aware that there is the pro stuff that is for pay. And you don't know, and I haven't found a way to filter that out. Like, just give me the free stuff, because
I hear
you
you.
know, I haven't found a way for that, but there might be a way for if you dive into that. But it is actually really, I agree with you. It's an easy program to learn and use. Just be aware of what you're trying to create, though. So
yeah. And then the good news is, if you don't want to use their free stuff, again, you could just upload pictures into it to use your own pictures, right? And your own stuff. All right. Very good. So, dun, 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 here we go, because this is my favorite style. So this is my vision board, like, portfolio that I have been really holding myself accountable for utilizing, right? Again, some of this is about accountability, right? That we can talk about like visions and talk about our goals and talk about our dreams, right? But if we're not thinking about and taking the steps in the in-between times, right, then we've just dreamt and then we didn't live it, right? And so I like to take vision boarding to the next level, right? Which is, how do we make sure that we are not just dreaming, right? That we are living what we're visioning, right? So accountability is what I have found to be like the greatest asset to you, right? So this is one that I bought for myself. You can get one of these just on Amazon. It's literally just like an art portfolio, right? And they have them in all different sizes. So if you want your vision boards to be bigger than this, right, that's fine. But I find that just the, regular size paper works for me, right? So you open this, and then they have like little sheets in here, right? They have sheets of paper with the plastic lining, right? So that you can keep your vision boards protected, right? So that's how I use mine. So I'll show you a few. This is one specifically for what I am envisioning in terms of where I want to live, right? So this was specifically around the home that I'm trying to create and build. And so, like, this one is pretty self-explanatory, right? What this was for, and what I'm looking for. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I've done recently that like still gives me momentum when I look back at it. And this is one that I did after after an extensive period of mourning and like transition from one part of where my life was to another, right? Raise your hand if you understand what I'm saying about being in that in between, right? Not quite where you were, but not quite where you're going, right? Listen, okay. And so that was when I did this, and it's something that like when I go back to, because I set a lot of intention around it, it means a lot when I look at it. So it wasn't just like an arbitrary, vision board. It was one that really I sat and reflected on. So I'll just share a little bit here. We have like one of my, so I've been doing a lot of like parts work and reparenting of myself. Listen, y'all, I'm a therapist. I'm all about wellness. So I'll be talking about all kinds. I'm gonna talk to y'all about the mental health. Okay, if you come to see me, we're going to talk about stuff. And so, Essence was the name that I gave for like my inner child, right? And so then I built this as like a safe haven around that being like the core of this vision board, right? So again, I'm just giving you some examples of different ways that you can vision board and different perspectives that you can come from with it, right? So any questions? How are we feeling so far about what we're discussing about vision boarding?
Are there questions to help build the vision board
Mhm.
for yourself that we could ask ourselves? Yes.
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 Very good question. So this is a very smooth transition because that is where I'm headed in terms of how we're going to now move into the creation phase of our vision boards, right? So the first question is the one that I already asked, right? Which is, what are the three words that represent what I'm going for, right? What intention am I setting? Right. So y'all already got that out of the way, right? So confidence, positivity, gratitude, purpose, fun, right? Joy, opportunities, better health, peace, calm, self-care, right? So we got that part out of the way, right? But one that we are going to be really thinking about and focusing on today, right? Is it's that mixed with what brought those things to me, whatever those three intentions were, what brought those things to me when I was like 7? All right, let me tell you where I'm going and why. As we grow, right, as we live, as we exist here, right, things get packed on us and they get packed on us and we're like, we've got this backpack, right? And every time we get an experience, it's this thing gets on the right. And then we walk around as adults with all this weight and all this gunk and all this junk, right? And I have found that one of the clearest ways to get to the truth of what brings you what you need is to remember who you were before the weight of the world got on you, right? So, for instance, Marjorie, if you don't mind, I'm going to use you. I'm going to use your answer. So, when you were 7, right? When you were 6, when you were 8, what gave you confidence? What were you grateful for? Right? What made you feel positive? Right? And so beginning to answer that question can give you some specific visions for what can give those things to you now. Right? And being playful with it. Right? Being playful with it, finding pictures that represent that that 7-year-old version of you. Right? How are we feeling about this so far? Does this feel like it makes sense? Oh, we have other questions here. I didn't see. Okay. Oh, we can read this. Do the protectors come with the binder? Yeah, so this book, it came exactly with the protectors. So this doesn't have like the holes in it like a binder would. It's more just the pages. And it's kind of like a photo book. Like those old school photo books? It's like that. Yeah. So that's what it really is like. But inside of it, instead of putting a photo in it, right, it already has the paper in there for you to use. So this is the paper that I use, and then I just put it back in there. And I like using the black background because then it makes stuff pop if I like decide to use like gel pens and things like that. Right. Probably can order. Yeah. How can we use this to be accountable? Very good question, right? The first thing is put it on your calendar when you're going to check back in with the vision board. All right. Actually put it on your calendar, whether that be through Atlantic Institute, whether that be through Branches of Life with Danielle Branch Brown, right? Like whomever, wherever you want to, right? Or on your own with a group of your friends, right? Putting it on your calendar, All right. And the frequency is up to you. I choose quarterly because monthly feels too excessive for me. It's like, because then I'm getting anxious and I'm obsessing. Things take time to move, right? And so I like to give myself some space, right? But you could also do every 6 months, right? A lot of people do the once a year thing. That doesn't work for accountability purposes for me because I don't remember last February. Not really. You know what I mean? That's not going to help me. That's last February. It's not going to help me. Right. So you got to know yourself and like what frequency makes sense for you. But I do quarterly. Okay. So that's one way to hold yourself accountable. The second way to hold yourself accountable, right? Perfect question, Karen. Sometimes what I'll do with my vision boards is on the back of them, I'll write down my tasks, right? My specific goals and tasks towards those things, right? So let's see who we got here. Okay, let's say for instance we use so let's look at Jocelyn, right? So we've got joy, gratitude, and opportunities, right? Some very specific, and this is me completely speculating, Jocelyn. So you got to make these tailored to you, please, right? Change them if they don't make sense as I'm saying them, right? But maybe the task, right, or the to do or the action step to practicing to gratitude is practicing gratitude once a week, right? Or maybe maybe I take one morning a week, maybe Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings, or I put 1 hour of time or 15 minutes of time to sit just journaling about gratitude, right? Or just meditating on the things that I feel grateful for. Right? That's a very clear, concrete, specific timed out goal that you can very easily look at and assess, how it's feeling and how you're doing with it, right? So putting your goals, putting your to-dos and your tasks on the back of your vision board, right? So that when you look at your vision board, you also have something that's like that you're holding yourself accountable for, right? You are co-creating your vision. You can't do the whole thing, but you are co-creating your vision. And so just having the steps are a very important part of the process. All right. Asking yourself, okay, how am I going to open doors of opportunities for myself? How am I going to stand in the doorways of opportunities if I can't necessarily open that door? All right. What things can I be doing to build confidence in myself actively? Right. So asking yourself the questions and trusting yourself with the answers. Right. Yes, writing a thank you card. That's a beautiful suggestion as a step, right, towards that gratitude. Okay. Very good. So now, y'all, y'all can tell. I think y'all can tell. I talk a lot. I got a lot of things to say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, if we don't have any more questions, right? Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna stick with that prompt, right? What gave me those three things when I was 7? Okay. That is the prompt that we're using for today's vision board. So I'm gonna put like some cute meditative music on in the background for us, right? And I will be here for any questions that you might have, any comments. If you need any more prompt suggestions, let me know, all right? But I'll be on my end doing my vision boarding as well. So I'm in this with you, right? Community out here. So let me share my screen. And I know that the Atlantic Institute is all about like diversity and all about community building across different spiritual planes and identities and things. And so the music that I'll be playing for us today is actually a sound bowl healing. which is like a nervous system regulation style thing, right? And it is used in many traditions culturally, all right, for meditation and stress management. So that's what we'll be playing today. Okay. Skip ahead, and then I have to share, and then share sound. All right, let me know if that volume is okay. But if you're ever interested in like the sound bowl healing, Healing Vibrations is a really good resource on YouTube. And I'm gonna refresh my tea. Please take care of yourself while you do this, right? If you need some tissue, right? Because some emotions get tapped into, go and get that, right? If you need some water to hydrate, go and get that. Please take care of yourself. I'm gonna put the prompt in the chat. noticing any feelings that are coming up as you choose your pictures and your quotes. Maybe there is excitement. Yeah, family love. I love that theme, the intention of family love. And if you want to share any feelings that come up for you, you can do that. Your vision board is your own, right? This is also a collaborative experience, right? A community building. I know a lot of folks are not on video, but if you want to hop on video, that would be cool too. Share with us any pictures that you're finding. Started one to do with y'all. And I wanted to show you something cute that I did with it. All right, so this is just the black sheet like I showed you from my portfolio. Right, and what I am going to do with it, I taped a coloring page on the back of it, right? So that what I'm going to do is once I finish the vision board portion, which is going to be on this side, I can use this for accountability, right? To pull this out, to do the coloring, and then every time I color it, I'll turn it around to view what my visions are, right? Just something cute to do, something remix. Right, so you can always use the back of your vision board for something. What are some other ideas that you might use or that you have used for what you put on the back of your vision board? For how many of us is this our first vision board? I gotta acknowledge that I sort of assumed that it. Okay, so this will be your first one. Ooh, this is exciting. So it's a new reflection style for you. How's it feeling so far to start it? Please celebrate yourself for being here, trying new things, right? Getting out of your comfort zone. Right? How is it feeling for the first time to begin to put your visions down on paper? To give yourself permission and space to do that. Opening your mind into your younger self. I love that you called it opening. so interesting that like in a lot of culture we like minimize the experience of children. But in this instance, we can see it as an opening of our minds. Thank you for sharing that, Jillian. Right? If you've done vision boarding before, right? How does this experience feel different for you? Doing it with a prompt and with like intention and breathing, meditative music. How many of us have done vision boards before? Because I know quite a few of us, this is our first one, but how many of us have done them before? You're very welcome. I'm going to show y'all some of the stuff that I have found so far from my vision board. So this says wellness. It says it's in our nature, and it's like a set of prayer hands, right? And it's really what this represents for me is the reminder that no matter how like unwell this world can like be and feel, right? That like it is still in the core of our existence and like who we are to be well and like to want to be well. Right. So it just gives me reassurance like on a spiritual level, right? Of the connectedness that is existence. So this one here, I find that when I do my vision boards, y'all, a lot of the times I get pulled towards words. As you do more vision boards, you'll learn like what you are normally more pulled towards. Like a lot of folks are really pulled towards like pictures and stuff. But I really have to put thought into if I'm gonna just take pictures, right? But you learn a little bit about yourself. So this says loving and being loved deeply is beautiful and rare. Once you've tasted the real thing, it's hard to settle for less. And really, this is talking about, for me, this is talking about my journey to accessing self-love, right? I do a lot of talk, like authentic talk in my workshops, right? So you'll see that about me. But I've spent a lot of time in my life like searching and seeking for the validation from other folk, right? Forgetting that there was like an abundance of love inside of myself if I could like look there, right? And so this is just an acknowledgement of the work that I've done to look inward for love.
So we've reached the hour mark of the day of their program, and I was wondering if we could possibly stop here and maybe show what we've all done, and then kind of wrap it up. Is that possible? Yes?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know why I thought we were going to 3:30. That's my mistake.
I mean, we can if everybody wants to. I usually people start dropping off after the hour
I
mark.
hear you. Okay, yes, let's wrap up. I'm so sorry, y'all.
No, that is all right.
I planned this program to go until 3:30, so that's why I've
Oh,
been
I'm sorry.
taking my time with some of these things. Okay, I hear you. So thank you guys so much for inviting me in. And
Well,
yes, if we could turn on video and share some stuff that we have.
all right, I'm gonna cut the spotlight out on you. And oh yeah, you got to stop your screen share. And then who wants to go first? Usually I'm behind the scenes doing like the little bitty stuff, but I was actually able to do my own little vision board. Of course, it's not complete yet, but it has a great start.
Mhm.
I'm going to share mine so you guys can see. I did it on Canva. And it was actually really cool because it has a note feature in there. So you were talking about how on the back you like to put your task. And so I was
Mhm.
able to go ahead and do that. So let me share mine real quick. It was so much fun.
I'm so glad.
All right. So, as you can see here, I have all sorts of pictures, and quotes and stuff. And I had taken one they had, and I think I kept like 2 or 3 pictures in it, and the rest I like
Mhm.
trashed and put in my own pictures. And then off to the side here, there was this button at the bottom that said notes, and I'm like, awesome. And I didn't even realize that you can put in 5,000 characters, so I could get really detailed in my
Mhm.
task if I wanted to. But um for me the gratitude is great, but I like to give it forward. And so for me it's to say
Mhm.
thank you to someone every day for
Mhm.
either something small or something big, or just at least one thank you a day. I think I do that, but unless you start really thinking about it,
Mhm.
you don't know if you do. I
Mhm.
need to exercise. Everybody needs to exercise to be healthy. So exercise at least 3 times a week. Like you said, accountability. I'm starting off small. I want to get up to
Mhm.
5 times a week, but right now, um, let my creativity flow. That's the art
Mhm.
down here. I'm not an artist, but I am a crafter. So let it flow weekly. I don't usually do that weekly, but I'm going to try and let it flow weekly.
Very
And then
good.
get a structured work schedule. I work from home. I have 3 different jobs. I work from home,
Mm.
but I get up when I feel like it. I work, and I work it in and do that. But I feel like I need to get more structured, and then take time for friends a couple
Mhm.
times a month. And on here, y'all see the elephant. I feel that they're my spirit animal, and I always put them on my vision board
Mhm.
to help get the positivity and the help in there that I need. So
Oh, very good. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing.
yeah, and I feel like everything on here kind of works towards what I'm trying to set. So
Very good. Thank
all
you
right,
so
I will
much.
stop my share. Who wants to go next? Did anybody else work on one while we were sitting here? Well, I know I was enjoying the music and thinking, and it was actually really good for me because I was just like I was focused and got all of that done in that time. I hadn't even started that beforehand.
Mhm. It's crazy how when you like set yourself up for it to flow, how easily and quickly it can flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I think 3 of those pictures were on there already, and the rest of them I
Mhm.
just got rid of and put in the things that I want. And it even gave me that appreciate the little things
Mhm.
um that sign. I was like, oh yeah, I love that, and then pulled it in. So it was
Very
giving me
good.
ideas as well. And that's what I liked about the Canva is it when you start doing stuff and it'll give you ideas, it'll give you
Mhm.
suggestions. Even if you don't prompt it for something, it'll give you those ideas. And that was I was like, yes, that's perfect for what I want here. So
Very good. Very
so
good.
yes. So nobody else wants to share?
I
Tosca,
think
did
there
you
was
do one?
I think Sylvia had raised.
Well, I enjoyed it very much, and I am going to really concentrate on this. Thank you.
Tosca is one of our other planners for the Atlantic Institute, and she loves to
Oh,
come to
very
all
good.
these programming. Yes, so I really appreciate her coming in, but that's the only reason I called her out, guys. I won't call anybody else out, but so
Thank you for being here. I'm so glad that it was helpful, that you got something out of it. Yeah, I feel like the talking points for me, I prioritize them. Like I know we have to get to the vision board, and also the reflection part to me is so important, right? Because making an arbitrary vision board without that, you know what I mean, without the intention, you're never gonna hold yourself accountable for going back to it.
nope, and I loved that. I loved your just go ahead and put the task on the back. I'm like, why would nobody else ever tell you that? Like you have it, even if it's hard copy, you have it. So give it the final touch that you need. Because I have one from many years ago, but we were never, we never said to put the task on the back. And so I look at it now and like half of it was done, but the other half, because it was too broad. So
I hear
I like
you.
that you honed it. Danielle, would you like to put your website or your information in the chat in
Yes,
case
thank
people want to
you.
attend some more of your classes and stuff? That would
Yes,
be awesome. I know I really enjoyed this.
I really appreciate y'all bringing me in. I love doing these, and it holds me accountable for for what I need to be doing as well, right? So it becomes a space where I can share in that with you. Sorry, I'm just getting my Eventbrite page here for you.
I do know on your website, you guys had a bunch of stuff, and that was awesome. Meet you guys and that kind of stuff. That was very awesome, and that was really neat. I did try calling the phone number, but it doesn't work on your
So
website.
really,
Yes.
thank you so much for letting me know, because that's
Yes. There we
interesting.
go. There's another one for her programming. So if you guys want to check that
Okay.
out, that would
So
be
that's the
awesome.
Self-Care Academy, and you can see all the different workshops that we do. I'm also not the only workshop facilitator. We have tons of folks we have built community around to. It's called the Self-Care Academy, right? And it is really just that. It's a bunch of folks that are just being humans, trying to help each other take care of themselves.
It was awesome. I did enjoy your website. Well, I was trying to find the phone number, but yes. So are there any more questions, you guys? Yes, Matches of Life Therapy. Yes, I really appreciated that. No. Tosca, you have questions?
I probably do have questions, but I always have to think about it because I have to do it and kind of, I'm glad that I can get in touch with you.
All right.
And I'll put my direct email address.
Awesome.
I can share my vision board.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It doesn't allow me to share. Most disabled participants share the screen. I can't share.
Let's see. Is this what I have to do on my end? Okay.
Oh, yep. Hang
I
on
think
just a
I
second.
clicked it. I clicked multiple participants can share, I think is what.
Oh, okay. I usually just make people a co-host. There you go. Oh, yes, I think I have that same book one in mind. I love it.
Yeah. So
Oh, yes, I forgot. I had the book on there, but I forgot to read a book a week or something like that. I love to read.
well, I like to read, but I don't read enough, so I want to make it a habit. So I'm gonna try and do that every day, at least a few pages. I want to learn French. I want to become fluent. Journal. I want to journal every day. Eventually write a book and play the piano and just doing some video editing competing.
Very good.
And Andrea, would you be willing to tell us where you're from?
From London.
You're
Okay.
in London. Oh, awesome.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciated your comment about like just a few pages a day, right? Like, let's not overwhelm ourselves, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's make sure that our goals are attainable so that we're setting ourselves up for success,
Yeah.
right?
I should probably say minimum of 5 or 10 pages, maybe 10. maybe put a minimum page, minimum.
Very good.
All right. Anybody else would like to share? All right. If nobody else would like to share, Danielle, are you done? Do you have any closing comments you'd like to make?
Yes. Listen, I just really like to encourage folks to celebrate themselves because it's not an easy thing to be like, you know what I want to do on a Saturday morning or afternoon is I want to take care of myself, right? I want to do something that is specifically for me, right? Because a lot of what we're taught and what we're told, right, is that there's not space for that, right? There's not time for that. And so I really just want to celebrate y'all, right, for making the choice, for showing up for yourself today. And I'm really encouraging you to hold yourself accountable to if you didn't finish your vision board today, that's okay, right? That's not the point, right? You can always go back and finish it. And you can then always go back and revise it, right? Don't make this a one-time thing, right? Continue to give yourself what you need. You deserve that. Okay. And you have all my information if you want to direct message me. My email is there. And then our workshops are on that Eventbrite page. Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. I am going to stop recording here in just a couple seconds. Just a reminder, this video will be on the Atlantic Institute SC YouTube channel by the end of next week, along with the other like 200 videos that we have out there on different subjects and matters. So please check it out and like it. I think, I'm not 100% positive on this. If you like our channel, it'll let you know when we upload new stuff. I think. I'm not positive on that. I'm not very YouTube savvy. That's why we have
I
a
hear you.
volunteer who does it. So, but I want to thank everybody for coming today and have a great Saturday. I'm going to stop recording now.
Oh,
Thank
shit.
you, Paula.
Thank you so much, Paula. Appreciate you.